Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had a blessed day. I know I am. This is going to be a sports video, okay? And I want to go back to my welcome video. I want to break down how I was going to structure this channel, okay? It's a lot, okay? I got a lot of gun stuff, some 2A right stuff, excuse me, sports stuff, general sports. But when it comes to football, I'm going to really have a lot of content when it comes to football, okay? Training camp has started, all right? And I'm ready to get into it, okay? So a couple of things I'm going to try to explain how you can follow things, okay? Because I know everyone is not into everything, okay? I would appreciate you watching my content, right? Even if you're a gun guy, you're not really big in sports, hey, just give it a chance, all right? I can't tell you what to do, but you can hit play and just let it run. I didn't say that. But just give it a chance, all right? But what I'm going to do, all right, because I know not everyone is interested in every subject, all right? I'm going to be very honest with my titles, okay? You look at the titles, and you pretty much understand what the video is about, all right? When it comes to sports, football in particular, you're probably going to get 3 videos. You're definitely going to get 2, okay? There's going to be one video where you're going to get a recap of the big stories of the week prior and the big stories of the week upcoming, okay? Now, when I say big stories that I feel are big. I'm not saying that my story that I feel is big is going to be your story. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fair about this, okay? I'm not going to say what you feel is irrelevant, right? But just give me some time. If you have a story that you know in week 2 is big, that you feel is big, you know, hit me up at week 1. Give me about a week to prepare for that story, okay? And then when I do my video on the big stories of that week, I'll cover your team. Isn't that fair? So look, you could do it a couple of ways. You could just leave a message on one of the do it on one of the football videos, okay? Because that way I can really catch it, right? Do it on one of the football videos, and I'll try to catch it. But you definitely can get it covered if you hit me, send me an email. My email address for this channel is RaiderKev, okay, that's together, RaiderKev, K-E-V, okay, 1975. Now, the 1975 is very simple to remember. It's easy to remember. That's the year RaiderKev came into existence. Not born. That's when my fandom for the Raiders was born, okay? That's when that fandom was born. I've been a Raider fan since 1975. All right, great year. Okay, so hit me up on that email, RaiderKev 1975 at yahoo.com. I look at that. I try to check it, a couple times a week, and especially during football season, I'll check it every day. So hit me up there. Or on a football video, leave a comment that you want me to cover your team. Name the team, name the matchup, right? Give me some keys also. That help me identify what you want me to analyze, give my opinion on, okay? And I'll do it. I promise you, I'll do it, okay? So you're definitely going to get overall. You're going to get a Raider show every week. The name of the channel is RaiderKev, okay? You're going to get a Raider video every week. If you're not interested, I do understand. But I got to get it out. That's my therapy, okay? Okay. And I've needed some therapy if I've been a Raider fan a few years, okay? But also, my wife is a big Saints fan. I like the Saints also, okay? I covered why I'm allowed to like the Saints and root for them. There's rules to this fandom, and I'm allowed to do it. I follow all the rules. I'm allowed to do it. I'm not a Saints fan like that, okay? My wife is, Jay Twice. She's a Saints fanatic, all right? So I told her if she wants Saints content, a Saints dedicated show, she's gonna have to appear and give her, I'll help her with the video. She don't have to do it solo, but she has to come and give her some input on her team, okay? I follow the team, and I do evaluate things, right? But no, that's going to be on her to put this same content out there. She's going to have that initiative to do that. So you might get 3 football shows, and you're still going to get gun content. I promise you. You're still going to get 2A news, okay? You're still going to get that, all right? That's always going to be part of it. So during football season, man, you might see RaiderKev 5-6 times. I'm just saying, okay? I don't know, man. Look, that's going to be hard because I'm busy. But you never know. You never know, okay? So to that, I would say this. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when I drop a video, okay? Leave some comments. Feedback is always going to drive the channel. Hit that thumbs up bell, the thumbs up button. It pushes the video out to more eyes. So more people see it, the more engaging, the more interactive we get, the better the show, the channel will grow, okay? So let's do that. That's how we're going to approach this football season. Okay, that's going to be, and the schedule is not set in stone, but just, you can pretty much in general realize, like I'm going to do probably a wrap up on maybe like Monday night, maybe Tuesday morning, after that Monday night game, right? Tuesday morning, something like that. I'll wrap up the week and look forward to what's coming up the next week, okay? I would say like on a Thursday, if the Raiders are not playing Thursday, maybe Thursday or Friday, we're going to talk about the upcoming week for the Raiders, what, their storylines are for that week. Saints, probably that, Friday, Saturday, something like that. That's how we're going to approach this scheduling for the football. Football is going to probably have a little better scheduling than all the other stuff. The gun content, the 2A content, that's random. How it comes, okay? That's why notification bell is important, all right? So let's go with some Raider talk, okay? Listen, training camp has started, and I'm very excited, okay? My excitement, of course, I'm excited every year. Every year is a clean slate, and you look forward to what the next year brings. So there's always excitement, okay? That's just being a fan, all right? You're gonna recognize, and I think some people who know how I am, you're gonna recognize some things about me. I'm a fan. There's absolutely no doubt about I'm a fan of the not the Oakland Raiders, right? The Las Vegas Raiders. I am a huge fan, 100, okay? But I'm a realist. If we suck, I'm gonna be the first one to say we suck, okay? When we do well, I'm gonna be the first one to say we do well, okay? I am a realist. I'm not just a fan that's always optimistic, always, rah-rah, we're gonna do this. Hey, when we struggle, when I see a problem, I'm gonna talk about it, okay? And if there's anyone that's gonna talk about it louder than me, I wanna see them, okay? Because I wanna meet them and get their opinion. I wanna talk Raiders as much as possible. So, listen, that's who I am. So don't think I'm just a rah-rah guy, always gonna bring out the good side, never gonna bring out the bad, okay? I will always root for him, I'm gonna always pull for him, but I'm a realist. It's the best way I can put that, okay? Now, this offseason to me, and in fact, these past 3 off seasons, I have been very excited. Okay, I know a lot of guys think we have made some bad moves. This year they think we did nothing, right? Let's address this year. This year, we made some significant changes to this team, okay? And significant changes where I feel, not everyone feels like this, all right? I feel the biggest glaring deficiencies of this team was on the defensive side of the ball, okay? And I'm gonna break it, there's, basically 3 levels. You can say 4, but basically 3 levels when it comes to defense. Your defensive line, your linebackers, and your defensive back in general. But you could say corner, slot, and safety is separate. You could say that. I'm gonna just lump them together. 3 phases. Your defensive line, your linebackers, and your back end. The defensive line was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay? And it needed to improve. All right? I think it was the weakest glaring part of our defense. Okay? Linebackers had some good spots at times, but they were the biggest part of their game that was lacking was their coverage skills. Coverage, they did not cover well at all last year. Okay? Tight ends killed us last year. Okay? And one of the best tight ends in the league playing our division. So it was glaring, okay? The back end, we're young, okay? That was the biggest thing. We were young, all right? We are growing in that facet. And we've added a lot of draft capital to that back end, okay? We have some exciting players coming in. I feel some very exciting players coming in to help this back end. But that back end cannot improve if that defensive line does not improve. Okay, if you know football, that's how it works. Okay? So, what the Raiders did, a lot of people don't give us credit. They say we did nothing this year. We actually did a lot. Okay? We added a lot of talent to our defensive line. A lot of talent. All right? I mean, it's going to be there's a lot of listen, I'm gonna throw this out here right quick, and it goes across the board. There are going to be some starters that's going to wind up on someone else's team that was cut from this team this year. I guarantee you. There are going to be a couple of players, maybe not starters, but there are going to be a couple of players, especially defensive players, that are going to be cut from our team, going to wind up getting picked up and play significant time on somebody else's team. That's how much competition. Now, whether they make the right choices on who they cut, that's going to be evaluated later on down the road. Okay? But what my point is, the competition on the defensive line, linebackers, this back end is tremendous. And that's what you want. That's how you build a team. You bring in great competitive guys, right? Guys that can probably play significant time with other teams into your training camp and have them compete. You don't give anybody a starting spot. You make them earn it. That's how you run a training camp, okay? And if all the negative things that have ever said about Mayock, right, and Gruden, I lump Gruden in this conversation too. What they have done is they brought in some competitive guys, and this is going to be a very competitive training camp, truly competitive training camp, and I'm excited about that because the potential is you're going to get quality frontline starters and quality backups. Okay? That's what I love about what they are doing. So let's break it down for just a minute, right? So the obvious, I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm going to look his name up right quick. The defensive end we brought in, the free agent, I think it's Yannick. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. Yeah, Yannick. I'm not gonna try his last name. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna try that last name. But Yannick was the big free agent signing. He had great success in this league, and we look forward to him continuing that. He's not, he doesn't have a lot of age on him. He's let's see, I think he's 26. I think, yeah, he's 26. Have 6 years in the league, so he's in his prime. So I look forward to him on the edge, really bringing that pressure. Okay, I also look forward to Max elevating his game. I like what he's doing. I like his attitude during this off season. I think he's going to have a very successful season. Coons, a rookie we brought in for some depth. He's a good defensive rusher on the end. Our ends, I think, are going to be just fine. Where I think we made great leaps, okay? And I'm going to address two players. Well, let me just we have some good run defense players. Quentin Jefferson, bringing him in. He is a proven run stopper. He has some rush skills in the inside also. So he's a complete player as a defensive tackle. He's really, really good defensive veteran on that defensive line tackle position that's really going to compete and give us depth at that defensive tackle position. Okay, Jonathan Hawkins, he has played with us a couple years. This young man also is a quality run stopper. Okay, we re-signed him, brought him in. I'm very excited to see him continue to grow. Okay, but there's two players on the defensive line that I'm so excited about, and both of these guys, in a lot of aspects, are ruled as busts, and I think it's ridiculous. Okay, so let's go with the guy we brought in. Okay, Solomon Thomas. He was a 3rd overall pick for the 49ers, I think about 4 years ago. I think he's going to his 5th season. Now, the kid played outside in college, okay? He didn't play a lot of inside, all right? I think his first couple of years with the 49ers, he played on the outside, and he played pretty well, all right? Then they moved him to the inside. He didn't play as well, okay? Now, his reaction or his comments to that was that, his mental approach to the game on the inside, when he was moved to the inside, wasn't where it needed to be. The main issue was his strength. Physically, he was able to get washed away in a lot of plays when he played the inside, and his strength wasn't there. Okay, then he got injured. Okay, so there was a lot of moving parts in moving that into that position, and that's a significant move. Some people feel like it's an easy move. You're inside, you move a few feet in, it's the same, basically the same. No, it's totally different, right? And you have to have a certain mindset to play there. But the guy has the quickness, now he has the strength, and now he's healthy. I'm looking forward to this guy doing very well. He had a good success as a rookie when he came in. So why he's ruled as a bust when he changed position, had injuries, and had to get the strength to make that position change, I have no clue. People are so harsh today about evaluating players. I think it's kind of silly sometimes, okay? I think the guy has an opportunity to shine, and I'm excited to see it. Piggybacking off of his story, it's almost the identical story with our guy, Cleveland Farrell. Raider fans and other analysts rule this guy as a bust, and I think it's totally ridiculous. Anybody that claims Cleveland Farrell is a bust does not watch tape. I guarantee you, either they don't watch tape or they're trying to drive a narrative. That's the only two ways you can make that statement, okay? The only two ways. So listen, let's break down his career. Pretty much the same. He played outside defensive end in college. He came in the first season and he played pretty good, not great. He played pretty good at the defensive end. they recognized that he might have some inside rush capabilities. So they moved him to the inside his second year. He didn't have the strength. Doesn't that sound familiar? He didn't have the strength to hold up on the inside. And it really stunted his growth. Okay? He had some flashes, but it really stunted his growth. He didn't play as well, and he didn't flourish the way they saw it. His third season, last year, you saw it. When he was able to play, and that's one of the things. It's going to be a common theme with the same story I told you about Solomon Thomas. He moved to the inside. He didn't have the strength. But when he got his strength last year, he popped. When you watch him on tape, he pops. He's always in the backfield. He's always rushing the quarterback, putting pressure. A lot of times, he's putting pressure. The quarterback is drifting and moving, and Max Crosby gets the opportunity to clean it up. It happens so many times. Look, if you want an example of what he's capable of, look at what he did in the first game of that Kansas City game. At defensive tackle, he won us that game. He was constantly having Mahomes throwing off his back foot, constantly making him throw difficult passes. Now we know, Mahomes makes difficult passes. That's kind of like his little niche, right? But he was forced to do it so many times, and it forced him into mistakes. And he was the key factor to that first victory in KC. Go watch the tape. I watch the tape. I watch tape all the time, okay? I might watch too much tape, okay? But when he's healthy, when he was healthy last season, he popped. He showed, he would when you looked at it, you said, hey, that's the best defensive guy on tape. That's the best defensive guy on that team. It was a constant theme when I watched him last year when he was healthy. Unfortunately, he was not healthy throughout the season. If he stays healthy, if Solomon stays healthy, if Yannick does what he's supposed to do and what he has been doing, and if Max Crosby does what he's been doing in this, what they call in the NASCAR package, that's going to be impressive to see. If that happens, that back end is going to have an opportunity to make some plays, because now they're not covering 6 and 7 seconds. This quarterback's going to have to get this ball out in 4 to 5 seconds. That time frame gives these guys on the back end opportunities to jump routes, gives them opportunity to man up a little bit, get that more blanket coverage, right? Deny guys from passes, and if they are making passes, make tackles. Gives our safety, we're going to probably be playing a lot of single high safety, and the kid that we got from TCU, Trayvon, right? This guy's going to flourish in his defense. I just see it. I see it. I watched some of his tape at TCU, and I think he's built for this defense. He is built for this defense. And Abram, he struggled last year. I think a lot of times what he was doing was covering. We were so bad at that free safety position. Free safety position. We were so bad. A lot of times he was out of coverage. He was out of position trying to cover for the lack of coverage or lack of recognition of what's happening in a play from our free safety position. So a lot of times when he made mistakes, he was actually trying to cover and not do his job. So he was trying to do 2 jobs instead of just doing his 1 job. That has to be fixed, okay? That has to be fixed. And if you have someone that he can trust, and I think we have a guy now that he can trust. And also we brought back, it's one of my favorite players. I can't believe I forgot his name. Guys, I lose it when it comes to names. But we brought back free safety that we drafted a few years ago, guy from West Virginia. We brought him back as an insurance policy, and that's going to Carl Joseph. I don't know how I forgot his name. I like that kid. I love that guy, right? Carl Joseph is going to be our insurance policy at safety also. So listen, if Abram is able to recognize what his responsibilities are, key in on those responsibilities, play a little bit smarter, he's going to be an effective, strong safety. He's going to be effective in box safety, however you want to call it, because we're going to play a lot of high, single high, and that I say box safety, however you want to call it. Is going to be playing a lot of line of scrimmage, and I think Abram is going to shine in that scheme. Okay. The other question is our corners, right? We brought in a couple of guys. I think that's going to be some great insurance policies, but I have not given up, and this kills me when guys do this, right? Arnett had some issues last year, okay, but I saw flashes of what we drafted him for in the first round. I saw those flashes. The guy is a rookie. He is not a bust. Guys don't become busts after year one. That's an idiot that does that. I hate it. That's one of my pet peeves. If you don't give a kid, a young man, I hate saying kid. Stop saying kid, Kev. I hate it when a young man is cast aside after one freaking year in the league. Okay? I hate this, man. These guys come in out of college, most of them, right, come in as juniors, right? They come in 20, 21 years old, and they're playing against grown men. And you expect them to shine. Hey, when it happens, that's great. But that's not the expectations we should be putting on these guys. Give them time to grow. Ruggs, he just admitted. I just saw an interview. He admitted that, and Ruggs didn't have a disappointing year. He just didn't stay healthy. Because he's playing against grown men now. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Now what he said, what he needed to do was put on some more weight, which he did. I think he came in, 7 pounds over what he was last year. So he put on some good weight, right? And he's ready. He's like he said, I don't want to be pushed around anymore. I want to do some pushing. Okay. And look, I love what he said also. On run plays, he wasn't even focused on running routes. He said, I got that. I could catch the ball. I got that. I could run every route. I got that. I'm going to improve on what I do well. But what I need to do is fix what was a glaring need. And I don't want to get pushed around these running plays. That's the type of attitude you want from your speed guy. You see what I'm saying? Ruggs is not a freaking bust. Stop it, guys. Give these guys a chance to grow into men. You are evaluating them against men. Allow them to become men. Okay? So listen. I always say 3 years. I give you 3 years. Then I'll start evaluating you. I ain't even going to really start evaluating you. I'm going to tell you what I see on film, but I ain't going to evaluate whether or not you was worthy of the pick where you was chosen until 3 years. Okay? Now, I'm going to apply that to what the Raiders have done the past 3 seasons. Basically since we got rid of Khalil Mack. Now, that's a whole other story. It'll make this, to cover that, would make this thing an hour long. And I respect your time, and I'm going to try to wrap it up. When we got rid of Mack, we had some money issues. All right? I'm going to just leave it like that. We couldn't afford the guy. The guy deserved to get the contract he got in Chicago, and I pray Mack have a great career, because that young man is I have no problems with him, right? But what we had to do was take the draft capital we got when we traded him and get quality players to make this team better. Now, these players are coming into their 3rd season. What we did these past 3 seasons, we need to start seeing it in the win and loss column. We need to start seeing it in these players' development. This 3-year plan has to show up today. This year, it has to show up. So that's why this year is so important to me. Because if we don't, and I'm gonna put it like this, I'm not gonna put out a win total right now. I have it in my head, in the back of my head, but I just want to see how this team is formed, see who actually starts. I want to get a feel for the team during this training camp. But I have an idea in my mind, and some guys already know where I'm going to go with this, okay? Because I've mentioned it on some other shows, right? But my most important issue with this team is playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs this season, in my opinion, I don't think Gruden should get fired, but he's on the clock. Whether we give him 1 or 2 seasons after that to straighten it out, okay, we can debate that. But we're not going to debate whether he's on the clock at that point. If we are not a playoff team this year, Gruden should be on the clock. That's my opinion, okay? But I think with the draft, I think we have some great draft picks this season. I think going to contribute to this team. I actually like our back end. I didn't cover it a lot. I went to Arnett and I kind of went on a rant. I think Arnett has an opportunity to get better, and he got stronger. He's healthy. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got this young man Hayward from he played with the Rams last year. Played very well. Let's see what he does. I think he's a great insurance policy. If Arnett doesn't play as a starter and is actually just part of the rotation, okay, let's give these guys a chance. If this defensive line can play to their potential and give this, and the linebackers could have better coverage underneath, this back end has an opportunity to shine and make plays. You cannot disagree or argue that they're not athletic. We have a very athletic cornerbacks, slot corners, and safeties. They are extremely athletic. Okay? Let's see if the defensive line and the linebackers could give them opportunity to let that athleticism pop. And that's my wish for this team. That's how this defense can grow and become a true Gus Bradley's team. If he could put his trademark, and I think I didn't mention this earlier, that's the biggest move we made. Getting rid of Gunther and bringing in Gus Bradley was the biggest, hands down, biggest move we made in this offseason. If these players can play to their potential, we're going to see Gus Bradley's system help them shine and pop. I'm looking for this defense to be above average at least, and perhaps top 12. Is it possible? Dare I say? Hey, I'm being real. I'm being honest. This is not just Raider talk. I'm being honest. Whether I'm right, only time gonna tell. Okay? Let's see what happens. So listen, I'm gonna close this out like that. This is gonna be how these Raider shows gonna go. I'm gonna break it down. Okay? I have a lot of opinion on my team. Alright? So listen, guys, share the videos. Let's help this channel grow. Subscribe. Leave comments, guys. Email me. I gave you the email, RaiderKev1975@yahoo.com. Leave comments on the videos. Okay? Hit the thumbs up. Hit notification bell. And please, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put up videos. That notification bell is important to catch when I'm going to drop. Okay? So let's do all these things. Help this channel grow. Let's be engaging. Let's talk. Let's have some fun. So guys, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Okay? Love each other. And guys, be blessed. RaiderKev is out. Peace.